together with your colleague, Senator Parker Space, you've called for the governor to restore transparent formula-based aid in this budget for the municipalities. And according to a letter that you all sent to the governor, every municipality in your district last year lost aid. So what have been the impacts locally in terms of taxes and services and that impact to your constituents? And then ultimately, what do you hope to accomplish with this letter?
Well, there's going to be a tremendous impact on all the municipalities in New Jersey, not the least of which the 32 small towns, primarily small towns, that Assemblywoman Fantasia, Senator Space, and I have the privilege of representing in Northwest New Jersey. Here's what it comes down to, Audrey. Up until last year, there was a fair and reasonable formula for distributing approximately $150 million in state aid to municipalities. Last year, the governor eliminated that formula, took that $150 million and started allocating it in what I would call an arbitrary way towards specific capital projects that he alone favored. I think that's the wrong way to approach spending in general. And the impact on municipalities is they lost out on that $150 million in state aid that was so critical to them. Take a town like Vernon in our district. They're losing $200,000 in state aid. Take Washington Township. They're losing $150,000 in state aid. That's probably around a tax point in each of those municipalities. So the difference between having a 0% increase, a 1% or a 2% in their tax levy in this budget year is going to rest squarely on the governor's decision here to eliminate that aid.
Well, when you lay it out like that, you know, it's shocking to hear some of the numbers and to hear how many municipalities were impacted by this. Have you heard a response to your letter? Have you heard anything from the governor's office yet?
We haven't heard yet from the governor, but that doesn't mean we're going to give up. We're going to keep working on behalf of the 32 towns in our district and all the small towns across our state. Because keep in mind, Audrey, in addition to losing out in $150 million in state aid, these small towns are suffering, I would use the word suffering, under the state's approach to mandates. The state of New Jersey is not just micromanaging small towns, they're micromandating the way our small towns govern themselves, regulating everything from how they remove trees from private property, how many times a small town has to sweep its streets, where and when they can put a pickleball court in their municipal park. I mean, these sorts of decisions belong at the local level. Unfortunately, the state of New Jersey has a habit of micro-mandating these decisions on the one hand, while eliminating, as we just discussed, about $150 million in state aid. That is a bad combination. That's a recipe for a real financially distressing situation for our small towns. So for that reason, we're not giving up. We're going to keep working on the governor.